thought it was funny that on the first night I thought I could read more than just this thick boy of The Heart of Thomas. And I brought another one to work with me, but I am really happy that I got this done, as I thoroughly enjoyed The Heart of Thomas by Moto Hagio. I've been wanting this in my collection for many years, and it's been highly out of print, going on eBay for like $200 to $300, and I thought about actually getting it for that much, but Fantagraphics came through, and thankfully they finally reprinted this masterpiece in the Shoujo BL community. Moto Hagio printed this in, I believe it was 1974, I do believe, is when it first came about, and the struggles for it to get printed was insane. They have like an information thing in the back here, which was fascinating on how it was kind of like the struggles that she had to print it, as her other stories were more self-contained by chapter, even though it was like a continuing story. And this one was more like soap opera style, where you kind of had to know what happened before to understand the overall story, as it goes so much in depth of not only the main overall story of this boarding school, and like this all boys boarding school, and this individual named Thomas, who commits suicide and sends a letter to the person that he is in love with, that he committed suicide over, because that person, Julie, did not return Thomas's feelings. So you first off deal with like the overall mystery of did Thomas really commit suicide, and then you see Julie's this guy right here, Julie's guilt of feeling guilty that he was responsible for Thomas's death. And then one day a transfer student that resembles Thomas a lot shows up at school. His name is I can't pronounce it, Riku. I called him Eric all the way through. But yeah, and it's kind of like them kind of having like hatred for each other because of him feeling guilty, and he just doesn't want to be reminded of him being responsible for Thomas's death, and he just keeps being reminded like every single day, because he keeps seeing this kid that looks almost identical to Thomas, and then Thomas hates him. The guy that looks like Thomas, Eric, hates him because he keeps referring to him as Thomas, and has this like hatred towards him for not really any good reason, because he's not the same person. And if that did not sound like complicated enough, there's a like love triangle going on with Julie's best friend and flatmate, and just kind of the three of them. And then there's other characters introduced, and then you have a whole bunch of backstory family drama and deaths and murders, and it was just very interesting and very plot heavy. So that's why Moto Hagio had issues getting it published in like a magazine where they just put chapters in, but eventually she did. And I just thought it was quite fascinating to read that back portion, to where nothing to do with the Heart of Thomas, but to just see how people consumed this media, like manga back in the day, where they said that it was like they would just buy it, read it, and then just dispose of the paper. Like it was just like they just got it just to enjoy the media versus like the collecting standpoint of it, which I'm like deeply into the collecting standpoint of it. So it was just interesting to kind of hear like how people used to consume the media, and they might still do that in Japan. Like it wasn't like hoarding, it was more of just enjoying it and then just letting it go, which I should probably do, but here we are. But yeah, like overall, I'm really this was just so fascinating. I love it so much. Moto Hagio introduced the whole entire like BL genre to the shoujo like community, and this was, I believe, serialized 1976, 1974, one of those two. But yeah, just thoroughly enjoyed this. Highly recommend it. It is tragic and sad and depressing and twists and turns all the way through. And yeah, if you can get a copy, I got this for $40, so I'm so glad that Fantagraphics reprinted it, and I'm so glad that I was able to read it. We are here with our loot.
Loot! Give me the loot!
And yeah, did you want to start off?
Hi, my name is Jeremy, aka Gremlin. I have my own YouTube channel that I just started recently called Clanime. I would appreciate any followers that I get. All we do is talk anime, anything, debate, relate, and obviously mangas as well, because that's all part of the same thing, right? So basically, what I got was Blackguard Volume 2.
I will link it down below.
Origin Volume 1. Wow. And then I got to get my romance on. It's also Necromance. So, I'm excited. And then I got a manhwa, which he disagreed with because we had to buy one, get one free today. And this was $20. The rest of them were $12. I know, whatever. But manhwa has been popping off lately, and I had to support it with a new one. And if you can't tell, I only buy mangas / manhwas that are not animated. That way I can be ahead of the game like the rest of you. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all I got.
And like our energy and our personalities, I am very low and he's very high. And we definitely have different manga taste. Starting off, I wanted to stick with the theme and get a whole bunch of one-shots for the one-shot readathon, but if you didn't see my TBR, I'm way overwhelmed, so I didn't grab any new one-shots, and then I wanted to stick with BLs, but I kind of went astray, as you'll see. But first off, I got my free yearly bag, which I really love this color, and I haven't even used my one from last year yet, so I keep forgetting to bring it. But I got Engage Volume 1, which is I think like the 5th installment in the Saranara games like franchise, and I'm just waiting for this one to finish. I'm gonna stop from the beginning and just read all the way through because I freaking love this franchise so freaking much. I haven't started Love Nest yet. And then I got My Love Mix-Up Volume 8 and 9, which completes it, which yeah, I was just waiting for it to end. I read a whole bunch on the app, so I don't know how far I am in the series. And then I got My Girlfriend's Child, another Volume 2, which I know it's on the 5th volume and I'm so behind, but I really enjoyed the first one, and I've actually already read this one in store, but now I have it, so yeah. But yeah, we are going to...
I might actually check out that My Girlfriend's Child. It actually seems pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's really good. It's pretty much about teen pregnancy and just kind of the struggles, and yeah. But yeah.
Teen moms.
Okay, what a crazy week. You would think if I was off for a whole entire week, I wouldn't be so busy and my week wouldn't be so insane, but here we are. I'm just going to go over everything that I read for the one-shot readathon, as after Monday, I think I just kind of vlogged like here and there. I completely forgot to vlog a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna put up pictures as I kind of go through my week, and I'm just gonna go in order and talk about what I read. And yeah, so here we are. I did manage to vlog pretty much everything I did on the first day, so I made it through day 1. Congratulations to me. And then the rest of the 7-8 days, I just, yeah. So you already saw my thoughts on Heart of Thomas by Moto Hagio. Like I said prior, I absolutely loved this one so much. I've been thinking about it ever since I read it, and I kind of want to reread it again, and I think I'm going to pick up on a lot more. I did end up reading like the premise of it online and picked up a lot more of the story that I was missing, of like their parents and their relatives and the story outside of the school that I didn't pick up on reading through it. So that was fascinating. Then after I got off work, I did manage to finish that at work, which is 3 volumes, so I'm was quite pleased with that, even though for some odd reason I challenged myself to read more, but I don't know why. I also have to, work at work. But anyways, it was a slow night, so I got that thick boy out of the way. Really enjoyed it, made me very emotional, and then I ended up going book shopping because I had a gift card for my birthday from Adam. So they were also doing a buy one get one 50% off sale. So me and Jeremy went and got some manga, and you will see the footage of the shopping there in a clip of everything that we got in that haul. So I did manage to get all that. So and then that night, and another thing that kind of prevented me from vlogging is I wanted to actually finish the first thing. Like, I wanted to talk about it after I finished it, and so I just kept kind of putting it off because it took me 3 days to finish this, which I don't know why I was so hard on myself. I thought I could finish it one day, but this took a lot out of me. Emotionally, it's just kind of I had to read this in sections. I eventually kind of just went on to other things and then came back to this because I tried to just focus on this and get through it, as it was one of the the thicker volumes. So this just kind of took a emotional toll on me. It is by Osamu Tezuka, which I do want to read a lot of his works, as I think that his mind is freaking a genius. He reminds me of Shuno Oshimi, kind of, in a sense. Stay with me. I'm not like comparing the two, but like when you're reading Shuno Oshimi, at least for me, I can kind of see where he relates to his life, or relates to like his experiences, even if he doesn't necessarily talk about what he, like his life. You can see representation of his like thought process, and glimpses of like how that individual is feeling. Same with Osamu Tezuka. I'm not really familiar with many of his works. Have I read anything else by him? I'm trying to think. I think I read something and didn't enjoy it. But I don't remember what it was. It was like 7 years ago. But anyways, so I was like so hesitant to pick this volume up, but the premise of it just intrigued me so much. I was kind of terrified to read this. The premise, oh Lord. So there's just so much that goes on in here. The short premise, is, it's about this priest named Garu, and he used to be a, like in a gang and a delinquent. He, worked for like, I don't even really know, but he worked for like this organization, or probably in my words mixed up. But anyways, he was bad in his past, and then he kind of repented and, you know, went down the spiritual route and became a priest and dedicated his life to serving God. So with that said, there is this serial killer named Yuki, and he kind of lives like this double life. He works as a banker and just kind of like works his way up in the company. And what he likes to do is pretty much kidnap, not only kidnap for ransom, but he pretty much, I don't want to say on YouTube, but he does some really bad things to everyone involved. Not just like the person that he kidnaps, but he kind of manipulates every single like person in his path. Like, he likes to emotionally damage everyone. So like, he'll kidnap someone, then he'll emotionally damage, like disguise himself as either other people, or just like kind of get into their heads and like kind of seduce them sexually, seduce them emotionally. He sleeps with everyone involved, whether it's forceful or not forceful, even though he just manipulates them into sleeping with him because he's so charming and charismatic and attractive, and he just has like that, you know, that charming personality to him. So how it all connects is back in the day when the priest, before he became a priest, and he was living a gang life. Forgot like what exactly he was doing, but it was pretty much in charge of I think he like did this kidnap where he kidnapped the serial killer Yuki when he was a boy, for like a government conspiracy thing, which I'll get to in a second. But so the reason why he's so bent on not like turning this serial killer in because the serial killer, of course, confesses all of his sins to the priest to kind of, I guess, also to like mess with his mind, because he just really enjoys messing with people's minds. No, like, just like, I'm not joking, anyone in his path, he just completely just annihilates their emotions any way that he can, doing anything physically possible. But anyways, so back when he kidnapped, the organization kidnapped this this boy, he is in charge of watching him, and he does really bad underage things to this boy. The priest is a lot younger, but still, it's very, you know, not okay. So he feels guilty about his past, and kind of he feels guilty for kind of like making this boy go down the path of like evil. And he also feels responsible because the organization that he worked for was pretty much on this island. And let me hold on. So it's pretty much, there's this chemical weapon called MW, or what, I don't even know, but it's MW. And pretty much they were testing it on an island, and they ended up killing like all the residents of this island. And they're testing it for like warfare, like, you know, bigger warfare, but they just want to test it on the island to see if it worked. And the serial killer as a boy and the priest were actually in a cave, so they were kind of protected. But the boy did get infected, and it messed with his mind, but guess not like infected enough to like die, because, but it like messed up his brain, because they came like after the chemical have already spread, so it wasn't like, I guess, as strong. But anyways, so he kind of feels guilty for that. And yeah, it's just very, very like messed up how like this priest has to deal with like the guilt in the past, and his spirituality, and like doing the right thing, but then still having emotional and romantical feelings for this like charmer. And Yuki, Yuki also literally destroys the priest. Any time that the priest like cares about someone, he purposefully just ruins it, like ruins the person's life to mess with the priest's mind, to have like control. So it's pretty much all about control, power. There's government conspiracies and everything else, and it is just a wild ride. Yeah, so, and what's crazy is, I know I went on about that, but like, that's just the surface. So I definitely highly recommend this one. It took me 3 days to read. That's why I didn't really film, because I wanted to finish it, but I kind of forced myself to finish it. Well, 4 days. I finished it. I had a little bit left on Tuesday night, so I finished it on Wednesday. But yeah, this was a lot. But I gave it 5 stars. It was definitely my favorite read of the whole entire readathon. And what I thought was quite interesting is how I picked both of these. This is kind of heavy and I can't really set it down, but both of these had a lot of similar like similar traits. So pretty much both of them were really don't want to say dark, but they were both really like sad, depressing, like mystery, murder, very triggering in themes, sad, depressing, and they both were written in the 1970s, so I thought that was fantastic. Like, just really interesting that I'm actually reading some work that was in like older work that was, you know, in the 1970s. This one I think was 1974. This one was 1976. And I didn't even like mean to do that, but I just wanted to read the two thickest ones in my collection, or in this like my TBR. So that's why I read them like kind of back to back. So, and then they're both like queer related. A lot of queer themes happen in both. So that was quite interesting. And then this is a shoujo, and this is a seinen. So two different like types, but have so many similar themes going on. So I thought that was just fascinating. So yeah, so I finally finished this on Wednesday of the Readathon, but I forgot that I was supposed to buddy read Lychee Light Club with my friend Miss Manga. I'll link her channel down below. But I was supposed to buddy read this on Monday. Completely forgot. So like on Tuesday morning, I was like, I'm just going to sneak this in. Not that she would have cared, but I was like, I'm just going to sneak this in and read it then, so we can talk about it. So I was warned about this. This is an occult classic. So many people love this work, but me, I hated it. I'm giving it 1 star, and I'm very scared to that I'm gonna get some hate. But I think most of the people that I know that loved it, I already told them what I thought of it. So they already told me that I just wasn't getting the point of it. So which is fair. But anyways, so it's pretty much about these 9 middle schoolers, which when I read it, I thought they were in high school. So I went back and kind of refreshed my memory. They're in middle school, which that's even more terrifying. It makes me even more disturbed. But they're kind of like in this occult to find true beauty, and it's all about like what is real true beauty, and it's kind of like, of course, biased because it's like what they think true beauty is. So, you know, true beauty is objective. It can be different for anyone. But anyways, for example, the scene that disturbed me the most is that the 9 boys pretty much like strip this like teacher, but I guess because of her age or whatnot, but like to like normal society, she would be considered like beautiful, but to them, I guess because she was older, then they thought that she was like hideous, and they were kind of like mocking her body, and then they like rip out her organs, and it was just way too much. And I'm sorry for spoiling, but after that scene, I just like, nope, I'm out. I am really glad that I read this, and I can't stop thinking about it. Yeah, it's pretty much just about like finding beauty, and then it's them kind of like wants them kind of fighting over like top dog and power in this like occult club, and it was a mess. The only redeeming quality was this chick's relationship right here, which made me feel uncomfortable. I enjoyed it so much, but I did. I say that I'm never going to reread this again, but as I keep talking about it, I might reread it again many years down the road. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I recommend this just because it was just so different, and I'm definitely keeping my collection. But just be warned. It was a lot, a lot for me, and I love like dark stuff, so I'm surprised I didn't enjoy it, but I hated it. So yeah. So let's see, in that, so then I was kind of reading this on and off, Cats of the Louvre. I read another one of this mangaka's works before, and really enjoyed it. And then I'm in the middle of Ping Pong by them, and really enjoying that as well. I enjoy how they introduce characters, and I love their character, like how they how they do character development in the works. So it was funny when we were doing the with Margaret's Manga, we were doing the wrap up, and someone in the comments said that they DNF this and didn't enjoy it, and then someone else said that they really love this, and I kind of agree with both. That's just gonna sound crazy. Like, I don't know, like, I love this, but then I didn't love it. So I don't even know how to explain that. But I don't know if I'll ever read this again. I might. But it's pretty much it's about like, it switches back and forth. So it's first about like the people that visit the museum and their interactions with the workers and how they work in like this museum industry, and then it switches over to the cats that live in the Louvre, like hidden in the Louvre, like upstairs, and they kind of like try to avoid like humans, and they don't want the humans to know that they live there. But the cats have like humanistic like characters, and kind of like I said in the wrap up, it's like, that reminds me of like the Broadway cats, like that creep me out. So it took me a while to get into that and past that, but then once I got to know the cat characters and kind of got attached to them, and it's just very sad. Very sad. I don't know. I don't know my thoughts about this at all. So we're moving on. Okay. So yeah, I read that kind of like spread out throughout the readathon. I just read like pretty much whenever that's on the Viz app if you're interested. So definitely go check it out. So I just pretty much didn't even really open that book. I just read it in between, like if I was like waiting in the car for someone or something like that, I would kind of read it like 1 or 2 chapters. It kind of went really fast, even though it was kind of like really slow pace, but the chapters were really short, so I kind of squeezed them in throughout when I wasn't doing stuff just like on my phone. So I whenever I didn't bring a book with me, I finished a book sooner is when I squeezed that in. But yeah, so on Wednesday, after I finished MW, I was like, I kind of want to get another one out of the way. I'm a little bit behind, so I read Love Bus Stop. This is a yaoi that I saw like some recommendations of online for quite a while, and it just kind of popped up on the Junior website when I was ordering other stuff. So I was like, I'll give it a chance. So yeah, it was I think I got it for like $6. So definitely wanted to grab it for that price. But I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it. It was a whole bunch of short stories, and I don't know. I like short stories, I guess, but I kind of got confused because I didn't know that it was short stories, so I like jumped into the next one thinking that it was going to be connected, and it wasn't. But it's just pretty much about coming out, finding yourself, like that type of thing, and being kind of like scared to express like your sexuality. And yeah, it was there's some good stories in there. It was charming and moving, and yeah, so I love Bus Stop. I'm glad that I got an older June volume out of the way. So, but yeah, how many stories are in here? I think like 4, maybe. What does it say? Fantasy Bus Stop, Love Bus Stop, which I think those two are connected. Blame It on Love, All My Flowers for You, First Kiss, Passion Bus Stop, and then extras. So yeah. Okay, so then I finished all that. I didn't really sleep at all Wednesday because I was planning on going to sleep that night to kind of catch up on my sleep, and then I got called into work for not sleeping for like 24 hours, so that was a lot of fun. So I went into work, and let's just say I had like one of the worst shifts I've ever had. Not really, it wasn't the worst shift I ever had, but it was at my second job. I can't really get much into it because of laws and stuff, but let's just say I felt absolutely useless and hopeless, and I hate not feeling like I can handle things myself. I hate asking for help. So yeah, I had to do all those things. So, and I felt really awful afterwards. I felt like everyone was kind of against me, which was very untrue. But anyways, everything is sorted out now. I actually worked a shift and it went smoothly after that. So everything's back to normal. It's just pretty much at a place that like, you have like one really bad shift like every once in a while, and that's just the nature of the job that you do. So yeah, so there's that. But I was emotionally drained. So the reason why I'm explaining that is I was emotionally drained. One, maybe for staying up for over 24 hours, but also well, about 20. Let's not exaggerate, I stayed up for about 20 hours. But anyways, so on Thursday I was so emotionally drained from like the experience that happened to me that I did not read at all. I was out of it completely. I did take Adam to the dentist, which he couldn't drive because they put him on anesthesia because they were like fixing his teeth. So I was his ride. So I did try to read Helter Skelter that day, but I don't know what was going on, but every single character blended together. I had no idea who was who. I was like, is this what people talking about when they say they don't like it? Like I knew it was a me problem. So I was like, I'm going to read this later. So I just didn't read anything that day. So that's one day that I did not read nothing. Tried to, but couldn't. So Friday was the that night I cannot believe I didn't film. So but Friday was kind of also stressful for me because that night was my birthday dinner that I was celebrating. So all my friends were coming. We went out to eat at Chili's. But I always get so stressed because I'm really weird. I worry about people not having a good time, that I stress about it and then I don't have a good time. So I just want to make sure that everyone was invited, everyone wanted to come, everyone was going to have a good time. And yeah, I was just kind of really anxious and worried about it. So I was like, no, I have to read today, even though I didn't want to, because my anxiety was through the roof. And if you have anxiety, you understand. If you are a social person, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. You're like, well, just everyone have fun, whatever. But anyways, I did manage to read these 2 volumes because I was like, I'm just going to keep it light and fluffy and read something that I know that I'm going to enjoy. Doesn't take too much brain power, so that way I can get 2 more off my TBR, but not stress and worry about my birthday. So I read these in the morning time. Really enjoyed both of them. So let me get my notes because even though I read them, I don't remember a lot that happened. But yeah, so this one was took place in high school. It was cute. I gave it 4 stars. like I said, don't remember much that happened in it. I just know that they both had two similar names that both like had a way of making the number 8, so they kind of bonded over that. One hated their name and hated how everyone made fun of them. The other one like could care less, like, oh, my name means 8, whatever, haha. But just them kind of getting to know each other and like a relationship blossomed. So it was really cute, really sweet. Yeah. Then this one over here, I enjoyed a lot more. It was pretty much a second chance romance of these two in high school that fall in love, and the other one like emotionally like wrecks the other one, so he's bitter, and then they meet up back at this guy's hometown, and they have like a reunion, and yeah, it was really cute, really sweet. Nothing like new happened. Like, I've read this plot before so many times, but I don't know what it was. I think it was just because I was so stressed. I just needed like something to uplift my spirits. So this came in at the right time. So I gave it 5 stars. But like I said, I've read this story multiple times, but I really enjoyed the art. I really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed the characters. I just thought it was so cute how they finally came over their obstacle and kind of hatred for each other and worked things out. And yeah, so 2 good reads. Recommend both of them if you are a BL fan. So really glad to add these both into my collection. So I cannot believe I didn't film for my birthday, but and I didn't even take like a group like photo like I normally do. So I'm just going to post right now all the photos that I took for that night. I went to Chili's, and a whole bunch of people like showed up, and then some people cleared out, and another group of friends showed up, so that was really fun. And I was there from like 7 to like 10:30, so for a very long time, just like talking to people. And yeah, it was a really fun birthday. Really had a good time. And then I went out with my friend Jackie, and we ran into some coworkers at this bar that we go to. And then we kind of just bar hopped from there and went to other places and just got like a drink at each one. And it was just a very good time. But so with that said, on Saturday, I was so hungover that I did not read anything at all. We planned to have a reading sprint because the weekend was the only day that we could do it, but we couldn't do it on Friday, so because of my birthday. So we did it like the last day of the Readathon, which doesn't really make sense, but we're doing our best, so that's all that we can do. So we had a reading sprint, which was a lot of fun, but I was so hungover. I literally laid in bed until like 7:30 that night, and the reading sprint was at like 8. So I made myself get up, took a shower because that like helped, and then I pushed through the reading sprint, which was very difficult, but I did end up getting to read Mothers. So I guess that was a win. I guess I just really didn't read just for one day, but almost 2 days, but I did manage to get this. This was a gift from Maeve, so thank you so much. But I really enjoyed this one a lot. It is just stories stories that some of them are very sad. Some of them are just kind of whimsical and just kind of end in a like a mysterious way that like you're kind of wondering like, did I miss something? My favorite story in here that literally made me cry, well, almost, I didn't want to cry on the stream, but I thought about it and cried afterwards. My little bird was it's really sad. But the last story in here was quite sad as well. And yeah, so I really enjoyed this. Didn't enjoy, I mean, I enjoyed every single story, but didn't give every single story 5 stars, but a lot of them I gave 5 stars. So yeah, really recommend that. It's a really good really good, like whimsical, like slice of life. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah. So we just decided, both of us had a couple more things that we wanted to finish up, so we just decided to extend it last minute on Sunday. So anything that you guys read on Sunday, it counts, because you know, rules are meant to be broken. Yeah. So I noticed that I didn't finish all the challenges, so I pretty much forgot all what they all were, but I'll put them right here. But I definitely posted my TBR, what I wanted to read. The only thing I didn't read is Witches, which I'm just going to read for the manga Readathon in October. But I didn't read Witches, but I replaced it with reread a favorite. So I reread this one, Melting Lover, which I loved it just exactly the same as I loved it the first time. This mangaka writes a lot of supernatural demons loving humans, monsters messing with humans. It's just, I don't know their sexuality, but they just really like that monster demon slash with human, like, yeah, in every single story that they write. But this one is no exception. It's just very weird. It's about shape-shifting and slime and death, and loved it. The short story, it's a whole bunch of short stories, but the main story is Melting Lover. And I did skip over one story in here that I hated prior, will never read it ever, but then at the end, the Melting Lover story continues, so there's like an after thing, which just makes my heart so happy, because I wanted more and I got more, but I didn't know that until after I read the two short stories in here. But anyways, really recommend this one. This one's by Kuma. But yeah. So then, lastly, I was like, I want to finish up my TBR, and I did forget about Witches, honestly. That's why I didn't read it. I would have probably tried to squeeze it in, but I was like, I only have one more left. So I tried to read Helter Skelter again, and absolutely loved it. So I think it was just because I was so off on Thursday that I couldn't like get into it. But yeah, this is just a title that I've read from previously. Of course, this was an emotional ride, but it didn't wreck me as much as her work that I read before called Pink. But this is a psychological horror by Vertical. It's pretty much about this supermodel that goes through her whole entire body plastic surgery so she can stay as young and beautiful and stay in the industry. She has secrets, and a lot like a lot of other things I read, very manipulative and charming, and like seduces people, and wants to say the most irrelevant in the like industry. And of course, like younger people come in and get involved. There's a scandal with the plastic surgeon, and it's just all about like power and beauty, and which is also a lot like what I read all the way through this. But it was really good. Don't know what I want to rate it. I have no idea, but yeah, I really recommend this. It was really, really good. So yeah, there's some art. But yeah, so that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching and participating. And yeah, I will link the live stream. I guess I'll make a playlist of this and I'll link it down below. And yeah, I will see you. Oh, one more thing. Next year, we're extending it since we kind of extended it a day. Next year, I'm really excited about this. We're going to start it on Friday, and go all the way until the next Sunday. I think we said the 18th through the 28th, I think. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen. But anyways, I will see you all in next video.